Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to go over a little cheat, so they say, for Forge of Empires on how you can get your resources up without having to do anything. Now, let me explain, this cheat does not work on a phone. You need to have a computer that's running at all times, and luckily for me, I have plenty of computers that run all the time here. And you want to use a macro program because you want to control your mouse movements, and you don't want a program that does it by HTML code or anything else because they're able to detect that. I've been running this now successfully for months, and this is the only recorder that I've seen that will run unlimited without having to pay for it. It is a little bit more work, so today I'm going to show you how to use it and what it does, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully this helps a lot of people out if you have the time and resources to spend on this. I know it's helped me out a lot when I actually want to play. I have a ton of resources. I can do all my buildings. I've done all my houses at once as well too. So let me show you how to use this tool, and let me show you what it does, and hopefully we can cut some things out and make it quick for you. So you're going to want to download this Mouse Recorder Pro, find it online, quick Google search. Make sure it's the same exact one, same icons and everything. You're going to want to click New Capture and Record. Do this slow, because if you click the wrong thing, it mimics all of your mouse movements. You're going to want to do it all like this. And of course, as you know with Forge of Empires, if you do the fastest build cycle, so like every 5 minutes, you'll get the most resources out of that. So you're going to want to do it like this. Go slow and steady. You only have to do this one time, so if you do it right, you're good. So we're going to keep doing this 5 minutes, every single production house, 5 minutes, no matter what we do, 5 minutes. And another key thing to know before you do this is you want to make sure that you set your screen. Dang, that's going to be a bad one. You set your screen to the same spot. So what I do when I'm not hiding all my stuff is I kind of use the bottom bushes down there. And I'll show you here in a few seconds once we're stopping this. So we're going to stop the recorder now. Alright, so that was a pretty bad record. I didn't mean to click the other one. I wasn't paying too much attention. But that should be okay. It'll just repeat itself a bunch. So let's try it out. Now we need to go to the editor and add every 5-minute intervals. Because if it's every 5 minutes, you got to do it like this. So you go to the editor, and this is where I had to learn how to do it. This is what makes it a little bit more complicated than some of the other ones. You're going to add an event, a delay in milliseconds. You only want one of those. 305 milliseconds just for safety, in case there's any lag. Alright, let's add that in there. And there you go. You can see it down inside there. So let's save, transfer. And now we have it inside here. So since it was down at the bottom when we first did it, we're gonna pretty much just wait now and see what happens. You want to make sure you move it up, because when you click on it, you'll see that it actually does still click on the app at the bottom and then click the stop button. So you're gonna want to move the application out of the way, and we're gonna wait our 5 minutes. We're gonna come back and we're gonna run the tool so you guys can see how it does. Now, like I was saying earlier, you want to make sure you position the map the exact same every single time. So I use my bushes down here as my example, and once this is popped up, which I'm not going to pop it up because then you'll see my clan and you'll see my, all the friends inside of that, and I need to protect myself, so we're going to leave it like that. But as you're going through, always line something up so you can always put it back in the same position. And what I mean by that is so you can still scroll the map, you can still move around and do all that kind of stuff and put it back in the same place, and you never have to worry about anything. If you don't do that, it's going to be the hardest headache for you. You're going to have to redo the macro set every single time. And if you know anything about macros and how we just did it, if you're new to this, it's not going to be easy, and it's a pain in the butt. It's easier just to set a place, keep it in space, and just go from there. This one has made me a ton of resources. Like I said, you saw up here, I'm in the millions for it, which is fine. I can do my money as well too later on, once I realize I care more about it, but right now I don't. I'm realizing I'm using a lot more resources right now trying to fight. So yeah, let's cut back here in just a few minutes once it's available and see what's going on. Alright guys, we're back. As you can see, the buildings are starting to pop up now that they're ready for me to collect their resources. So we're just going to wait here until it gets a little bit further down the line, even though there is an extra 5-second delay. I don't want to have any problems when it comes to playing it ultimately. After it does this first round, I'll show you as well how to turn it to ultimate, like running forever program until you choose to stop it. So we're going to play this now, and of course it's going to have that one mistake in it, but we can edit that, or we can fix that in the next round if we choose to. So let's see what happens. Now this should go at the same exact speed that I did it at. I didn't speed it up, I didn't slow it down, just in case there's anything crazy. You will notice though, if you do move the map sometimes, it definitely screws up a lot of stuff, and that's not cool when it happens, because once it moves it around, it can start doing like 12 to 15 hours, all that kind of stuff. And my hands are free, like I'm not touching this at all. It's doing what it needs to do. That's the beauty of a macro, is that it does it all for you, and you don't have to be there. So it's going to keep doing it. There should be a mistake at the 3rd or 4th house down this row, and it probably will catch it. And it's just because I caught it manually myself. You can see I clicked on the same building twice. And there we go. So even though this was a bad first run, we're humans, it happens. Still no hands, there's no trickery. The macro is running itself. You'll see once it's done with this last house, it's going to pop the macro tool open, and it's going to stop it. So the way to get this going forever without it stopping is you have to pull open the tool, and it's frozen right now, so we'll see in a second. It might be waiting for the 305-second delay, so we'll come back here in just a second. Welcome back. The tool is back open. It stopped waiting for the 305 seconds like I told it to. So let's go ahead and set this as unlimited so the tool never stops running. You're going to want to click on advanced. You're going to want to set this to 0 and hit OK. Now once you hit OK, there's no way to stop the tool unless you go down to the bottom and force close the app. So you're going to have to do it that way, or Control-Alt-Delete. So you're going to have to close the app to stop it, unless you can catch it in the middle of it moving your mouse, but it moves your mouse, so be prepared. The only way to do it is to close it. So once you've figured out and you've tested it and it works perfect, if you like it, make sure you click save before you click that play for the unlimited amount of time. So click save, it'll record it, and then you're going to want to hit play. So make sure you do these steps properly. If you hit play and you exit it, it could all be gone, and then you have to redo it all over again. Wait the time, which you didn't have to see, but I've been recording this for over 15 minutes now. It takes about 15 minutes to get a first run done, and then you just hit play, and it forever does this until you stop it, or until your browser times out, or anything else. Once again, hands are in the air, the macro is doing all the work as expected, and it'll just keep going now forever. It'll wait the 305 seconds, and then it'll keep doing it again. As you'll see, the buildings will pop back up. I'll let it run here, and you can see it does it perfectly, and then you get the drift. It just keeps going over and over and over again. If you guys have any questions, if you guys want to see any other kind of videos like this, please subscribe, comment, ask me anything you want. I'm going to blur out all the stuff so you can't see who I am or who my guild is. But yeah guys, thanks for watching.